Solve for the variable. So at the moment I've got 4 plus x equals 15. So I have to solve for the variable, which is x in this case. In other words, I have to come up with the value of x. What is x? What number does x stand for? Okay, so in this particular problem, 4 plus x equals 15, it's pretty easy to see that 4 plus 11 equals 15, right? But what we really need to concentrate on here is how to actually show working which gets us to that final answer, so that our final line of working looks like this: x equals the number value, and we know it's going to be 11. Okay, so we need to get there, and we need to get there mathematically and working through our steps logically. So I want to isolate the x, so there's only x left on the left hand side. So let's go through that. So I want to leave the positive x on the left hand side, but I want to get rid of or cancel out the positive 4 that's on this side. So how do I do that? Well, I do the inverse, or the opposite, and I subtract 4. Whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other, because before we started, 4 plus x equals 15, right? So that means that whatever's on the left equals whatever's on the right. So that makes sense that if I was to change something on the left, I would have to change something on the right by the same amount. So in this case, I'm going to subtract 4 to cancel out the plus 4, and I need to do that to both sides. So this cancels out. I'm left with positive x. So normally I don't really have to show the plus sign. So it's down here. I'm left with x, which is exactly what I want. And then 15 minus 4, well, that's 11. And that would be the answer. We should always get into the habit of checking. And we do that by substituting to see if we are correct. So we think we know what x is, right? We think that x is 11, so I can forget about that. 4 plus 11 equals 15, is that correct? Yes, it is. Therefore, this is correct, and our working is correct.